Colt was talking to himself during the film. I had you as like a body double in there. What was that? What was that like? Because last film you were also a body double when you were wearing the horse mask.
Hmm.
So I guess like my big question I got for you is like, was it like kind of like body acting like compared to like acting with like lines and like all that type of stuff?
I think for me, in that regard, it felt a little bit more natural. If like slipping into like a pair of shoes that like you're very used to wearing all the time. I think what I liked the most about the first one, and I had to remember a good amount of lines for the first one because I had to like speak that. I know it was voiced over, but I had to speak on them. Yeah, to um say the lines that I was given then to sort of like embody that sort of character. But since I was playing like the body double in this second one, I could rely a lot more on like the physical, I guess the physical characteristics, physical traits, sort of like that sort of, I guess what's the word, a good word for it, like the humor of the character. So I was able to better embody like, I guess the more physical aspect of it, and I think I like that a little bit more in here because it was a lot more, it was a lot more insane than it was in the first one, and I like that a lot more because I was able to just go. I felt something, and that felt really good. I was like, I don't really care if I have a mark on my face, if my hair gets really messed up, or if it feels uncomfortable in the slightest. I am doing it. I feel assured in it, and it felt really good.
Yeah, kind of going back to that too. We're like the costume changes, like constant costume changes when we're swapping back and forth. Was that hard at all? Because and as well as just like switching the type of Colt, because they like I know like I said there wasn't a lot of lines, but there was also some scenes where like you kind of had to like act like a different Colt. Does that make sense? Because like in the movie,
Right.
for the people watching, there's human Colt, and then there was the Colt that was under the horse mask.
Mhm.
So was that at all like a tough transition? Because the horse cult is like a new character in this movie, basically.
Mhm. I felt for me, just understanding the character of Cole, there's like two different sides to him. So I was able to grasp the one that I understood the most, which was horse cult, but also I had to like adapt and sort of figure out, well, I have to learn a little bit more about human cult. So whether it was on the spot or just gradually, I was able to better understand that character, and so it made it a little bit easier. Not like super easy, but I felt like it was relatively, I was able to manage it well enough, so it wasn't too difficult. And I think for the costume changes, because we had a lot more costume changes in this one than we did the last one. Because in the last one, I was like a completely set character. Like there were two different sides of Cole. I was the horse, and Jacob was the human. And here, because I had a lot more different costumes put on, different characters technically play, it made for a more interesting sort of dynamic because I had to like balance those different costumes, different characters out, but it was more interesting in that regard. I felt like there was something at play there that felt a lot more surreal to me, which, considering the entire plot of the first one, is that this guy has insomnia, and so he starts disassociating with reality and seeing a horse alter ego of himself. Like, I think because of that, it made the second one a lot more, even more in nature with the sort of tone and like sort of vibe the first thing was going, sort of like vibe that the first one was going for, and it was like tenfold. It felt a lot more immersive. It felt like I was on a different level of like, oh my god, I'm starting to feel like how these characters are supposed to feel like, and it feels great.
I talked about this in like my own interview I did with Angie, which is on the YouTube, where like this was I was never the sequel was never in the plans when we were making the first one. So
Right. I
like,
remember your yeah.
yeah, being able to like tap into that and like explore more into such like a weird like wacky concept was sick. So yeah, thank you for your help on the project. Of course, we're gonna keep playing Roblox throughout the stream, but that's it. So you can
Of
hop back in the
course.
live space interview. You can hop back in the other voice channel. I'll be there in a second. This is the most chopped interview ever. Hold on, I think this is the
No, it's
best.
okay.
I think it's gonna be the best we can get. All right, Rebecca. Thank you for
Hello.
joining us. You donned the mask of
Yes.
the unicorn. How did it feel being in that mask? Did it suck? You can say it sucked.
It was hot.
Yeah.
It was definitely hot. But it was so fun. I love working with you. I feel like we had a really fun time.
Oh,
But
yeah.
in that mask, no, no. It was like I felt like I couldn't see or hear anything.
Yeah. No, that mask is very hot. Um,
Yeah.
I wore it because one of the things I did in the leap was just like sitting in the student center here in the mask to
Mhm.
like help promote it. You cannot see out of that thing. It's like
Yeah, no,
it's
because
ten.
like the holes are
You
like
have
in the
you have the
nose. You have to like
nostrils.
lift your head up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
This was so in the your previous appearance in an NK film was in Grad Party. You were a cop.
Yep. Yep.
Uh, you got that NK promotion. You're the unicorn now.
Mhm.
What was it like going from a cop to a unicorn?
Well, I feel like the cop was very I got there and you're like, "Hey, by the way, you're going to be a cop." I was like, "Great, awesome, got that." And then turned to a unicorn. I don't know. I feel like I'm more like a unicorn than a cop. I feel like it's more me. So, switching from those, yeah, I was like, "Great. I can just be myself." I
Yeah,
mean,
you actually had lines
unicorn.
this time too.
Yeah, yup, yup,
Granted,
yup.
they were dubbed over, but
Yeah,
hey,
but still,
you still did perform lines
I still did. I still did.
With Kenzzie and Jacob and all that. Did it suck speaking out of it and like navigating through the mask too? I'm guessing.
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. It was very much like I don't know. I feel like acting is almost easier when I can like fully speak my words and like have my face not in a mask. So I was like, I don't know. It threw me in a loop.
Yeah. Um.
Yeah.
Damn, that was all my questions, and then we still have like 2 minutes until they get back. Did you have fun?
Yes, Nate, I love working with you. I did. I had so
Thank
much
you.
fun.
Thank you so much.
And in grad party too. Grad party just felt like a party.
Grad party was
But
just a party.
in Insomnia, I had a lot of fun too.
Should we tell the people about how my mom thought you were an actual cop? Yeah, so yeah, because
Yes.
the whole thing was I was trying to try and film it at like a B&B, because like I've never really had like the guest house that like hosts everyone, so like
Hmm.
I never had, and so I couldn't find a B&B in time, and my parents like, just use a house. I'm like, okay. He's like, just don't get in trouble. I'm like, all right, and
Oh my
yeah,
god, the
for
just don't get in trouble and then the cops are
and the
there.
cops are there exactly, and yeah, we had Rebecca standing outside first scene when everyone runs out, and before we shoot that, my mom is like rolling around, and she like pulls over, and I have to go.
Didn't she
And
like yeah, she like just pulled up in
she,
her car
I think it was
and
either,
you're like, "Oh my god, my mom's here."
yeah, yeah, someone said my mom was here, and I had to be like, yo, and my mom was like, like, bro, she was freaking out, bro. I don't know, I don't really like filming at my house, but like also like I
I
gotta do what you
mean,
gotta do.
fair,
Yeah.
right?
But all right, well, Rebecca, thank you very much for joining me and being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course,
Can't wait to be in future NK Productions
absolutely.
because this is
I'll
amazing, awesome work, guys.
live, laugh, love.
Live, laugh, love.
All right,
Let's
welcome
go.
to the
Okay, perfect.
stream. Uh,
Huzzah!
thank
Yay!
you
I'm
for
so
joining us.
excited.
You returned as the
I am
therapist.
returning.
How did it feel to hop back in the role?
Oh, so much fun. I remember when you asked me to do it for the first one. And you were like, it's like a small thing. Like, I just need like a, and I was like, okay, bet. And then I did it. And then you were like, do you want to come back for the second one? And I was like, yes, please. And I remember talking to you about it. And I was like, what if, what if we make it a unicorn? And you were like, hmm. And then you did. And then I was like, oh my God, wait, I helped. I helped.
See, they come up with the original unicorn idea. Uh, so yeah, we were because like you said, like it was just supposed to be like a one off. Like it was we weren't supposed to be where we were at, but it just kind of blew up, and we came back for the second. Was it nice returning to a character you've already played before? Because all my films have all been like one offs. This is the
It was.
first sequel.
It was really fun. I really liked being able to like. My favorite part of the role was dogging on Jacob and like writing in my
Yeah,
notebook,
yeah,
and I got to do that even more this
yeah,
time. So it
even
was
more.
great.
Yeah. Uh, I'm gonna spoil a little thing. There's a scene that we were supposed to film outside. It's not in the trailers or anything, but I think we should talk about it while you're here. But it was just way too bright. So
Yup.
you drew. I'll put it on screen when I post the replay of the stream. But you drew a whole like unicorn landscape on the
I did.
BATV whiteboard. Was that fun?
And you were like, wait,
You
that's actually really good. And I was like, guys, what?
yeah, no, that was a objectively good drawing.
Thank you.
Of course. What else do I have here? Oh, my phone turned off. Uh, you having fun on Roblox?
I am having a
Th-
blast on
This,
Roblox. I love Roblox so much.
this was all Jacob's idea to bring everyone to play Roblox. Um, so yeah, this one you have a more prominent role as a therapist. You're like the second protagonist. Was that too big of a jump, or did you like being able to be in it like a lot more this time?
I loved being in it a lot more this time. I mean, I am a theater kid at heart, in soul. So acting is like one of my favorite things to do. And I was like, I'm always so excited to do like anything with you. But like being able to like have a bigger role is so much fun.
Yeah, definitely. I should have came up with more questions for everyone because I still have like 3 more minutes. Um, hmm.
I've been in a
Yeah,
couple of your
you've
movies.
been in you've been in a lot. So you've been in this. You were in Insomnia, the first
Yep.
one. You were in Grab Party.
I
Um,
loved Grad Party.
Grab Party was a good one. Is there
This
another one?
one.
This one.
I
This
don't
one.
know.
I don't. We're gonna get you on more though. I hope you know. All
Yes,
right, cool.
please.
Um,
No.
me and Jacob both got separate projects we're working on this summer. So, hopefully
Gosh.
we'll be back. And who knows if Insomnia 3 happens? But I,
I mean,
well, we never know. We never know.
it could. It
It could.
totally could.
Um, let's talk about Grab Party real quick. Did was that how was that role different for you from the kind of other one? Because in Grab Party you're more like a popular like high school, like a stereotypical high school girl, I'd say.
It was really fun.
Yeah,
I love playing like really feminine roles. Those are like some of my favorite to play. Um, we also just had like a really, really good group of people.
yeah,
And I loved just like we were just messing around 90% of the time. There was a point in time where Chris was sitting on the couch and he just had the horse mask on.
yeah.
That was really funny.
That was
Um,
great.
and we had that there was like that one scene where he was playing was he playing the guitar? Someone was playing the guitar.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And we were just like, okay. And then like it was just so much fun. I loved that filming process and like pretty much everyone that is in Insomnia 2 was also in Grad Party. Am I wrong? Or
So the
almost.
almost everyone. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, that was a really fun one. I still have a picture of when we were filming at that one restaurant, and you're like,
Press.
yeah, I forget the context, but That's like my go-to like Nate BTS picture I use if like any resumes like need it. So yeah, all right. I guess we can wrap it up here. Thank you for joining us.
Awesome.
We're still gonna be playing Roblox. Still got 2 more games for
Yes.
you guys. But Kenzie, thank you so much for all your help. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you,
Of
Nate.
course. All right, I'll see you back in the stream channel. What's up, Jacob?
What up? What up, NK? How we doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. First of all, I want to ask you because I told Kenzie and Rowan this. The whole Roblox stream was like all your idea.
A little bit.
Why Roblox? Why Roblox?
It honestly, it's the most universal game in terms of like compatibility for like yeah. I'm gonna say Roblox was a little bit of a dicey choice, but just because it's easy for everybody. I don't know.
It's cool. Yeah, no, I fucked with it. I fuck with it.
Yeah,
I wasn't saying that about. I was just like, yeah, why Roblox?
yeah.
Um,
It's also
and so,
fun to just chill and talk. So
yeah, exactly. So InsomNEIGha, um, first off, because you're obviously the star of
yeah,
InsomNEIGha. You also co-wrote it with me though. We were. We started writing and like we started the like pre-production on it as early back as like November.
yeah.
Um, what's it like? What's it like writing these projects? What's it like? Cause like obviously like you're in a lot of my film and like I have a ton of actors and stuff. But how you're the only person I've like co-written a script with. So like, I was wondering what it's like for you.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
think creating different like worlds and shit and being able to delve into that. Uh I mean ultimately I wouldn't do it if I wasn't having fun with it. So and obviously it's been a very like it's very easy to make
Mhm.
films with you. And everybody that we work with, I like making sure everybody's just having a good time. So
Yeah. Yeah. We've this kid Jacob, man, he's been in like at this point like almost every single one of my films, dude. It's just like natural for me at least. It
I,
feels just natural. Like every
it
time I
is
do
second
a
nature.
song, it's just like second nature. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like you're basically like you're like NK Studios co-owner, bro. Like it's
Yeah.
awesome. So kind of following up on that, apart because you're playing the characters that you also help write.
Yeah.
Does that make it easier for you?
I I'd say so. Just kind of like gunning from the hip while I'm writing as well of being like, okay, what does this character look like? What are, what does his character want? What is his past, etc. Uh Obviously, it's a lot more direct in certain films than others. I think Grad Party was one of those things where the main conflict was trying to figure out there's this suspension as to something's gonna happen, but there's no real like problem that's at least evident outside of his perspective.
Was it nice to take a break from the horse mask this time? Because
Yeah,
every
yeah, no, it was
so I was talking to Rebecca about the mask, and I talked to Ron about, but like that shit like kind of sucks to wear. Like
it does. It's a
even
rite of
for me when I'm sitting in the fucking Hofstra Student Center with that shit on for like an hour straight, like
yeah.
I don't even
the,
want to be
the
like 5 minutes.
the rollout, yeah,
It's the
where they're
sacrifice, yeah, the big rollout. This is probably the biggest rollout we've done for like anything. It's been all month.
hell yeah,
Um,
bro. Insomnia a month. Let's get it.
yeah. How do you like coming back for a sequel? Because this is the first. I asked Kenzie the same thing. This is the first sequel film,
Yeah.
or like any fall we ever done. Um, how is it like returning to a character that you've played in the past?
There was a lot of um it felt like there was a lot of answers or questions from the last film regarding the characters, and it was fun to kind of get back in and explore the story a little further, and kind of shooting from the hip again as to how these conflicts all collide. And uh no, it's a little more natural to be able to pick up from the last film, and gives me like a better sense as to what this character is. And I think throughout the film you'll see uh that this guy's a little more than just a one-dimensional character.
Yeah. I talked about this in the my interview too. I did with Angie last week, where a lot of Insomnia 2 was figuring out, like obviously how to follow up the first one because it is a sequel. But I say that like I say that because like I feel like I said this a lot, but I'm gonna keep saying it. It was never the plan to do a
No.
sequel. So there's kind of like having to figure out like okay how we follow it up, make it interesting and stuff. You were a big help in that, and I really appreciate all your help and support. And
I'm so grateful to be helping out, and
yeah, and then you,
maybe
I
more.
I told Rebecca, I told everyone we can interview, and I'll still stream, but we are both planning projects this summer, so
Yeah.
expect more content from both of us. But Jacob, thank you very much. You can join the live on space. I'll be there in a second. I'm saluting, but you can't see me.
Peace.
I ain't gonna hurt you, Cole. Relax. I'm sure the unicorn pays you a visit. You know something you're not supposed to know. Have something that belongs to us. Your mask? Well, I wouldn't call it a mask. You tell me you're an actual horse? You'll hurt everyone you involve in this, which is why I'm trying to be nice, okay?
I took it while we were fighting.
Colt.
If you can't trust me, then you can't trust yourself.
You are going to have to find a new assistant after this.